Hello, today in this class we are going to discuss about what is the meaning of latent heat of fusion and different types in that what is the meaning of different types of latent heat of we shall see, and next we shall see what is the meaning of heat transfer, and in order to transfer the heat from one place to another place we are coming across different mode to transfer the heat. So what are they? So how we are possible to transfer the heat by using different modes we shall see, and then we are going to see law of thermal conductivity. So what is the SI unit, what is the dimensional formula? So let us discuss in today's class. So first we shall see the meaning of latent heat. So latent heat is nothing but how we are going to define latent heat. So latent heat is means that is the quantity of heat required for what? Heat required to convert unit mass of substance from one state to another at constant temperature. And the SI unit used to measure latent heat is always it is measured in terms of joules per kg. And here latent heat mainly classified into how many types? They are classified into two types. That is first one latent heat of fusion, that is always represented by LF, and latent heat of vaporization is represented by LV. We are coming across two types of latent heat, that is latent heat of fusion and latent heat of vaporization. And next we shall see what is the meaning of latent heat of fusion. So latent heat of fusion is nothing but quantity of heat required to convert unit mass of solid completely into liquid at its melting point. So for that we are going to call latent heat of fusion anta karyತಾರೆ. So same thing, latent heat of vaporization is nothing but, so that is also quantity of heat required to convert unit mass of liquid into vapor at its boiling point is called latent heat of vaporization. So here vaporization of temperature of water with variation heat supplied, so that is shown in the diagram. So it is the graph of, so here along this is along the x-axis and this is along y-axis. Along y-axis temperature values is plotted and along x-axis, so here latent heat of fusion and latent heat of vaporization is shown here. So the diagram, so here along x-axis heat supplied, so the graph is plotted versus heat supplied is plotted along x-axis and temperature values is plotted along y-axis. So already I shown here, so these are the values of temperature. So here the curve it looks like this, so it varies like this. So from this reason, so this represents latent heat of fusion. So here solid to liquid, example if you want to give is ice to water it become. So here this is the reason, in this reason latent heat of fusion takes place. Same thing in this reason latent heat of vaporization takes place. So here liquid to gas phase is occupying this. Example water, if you boil it what it become, water ಅನ್ನು ಕುದಿಸಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಆವಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, it is in the form of gas it is. So here that is shown here, this is the reason of latent heat of vaporization. So heat supplied is plotted along x-axis and temperature values are plotted along y-axis, and in this is the reason of conversion of solid to liquid, and this is the reason of conversion of liquid to gas that we are going to call latent heat of vaporization. So same thing, next we shall see heat transfer. So heat transfer is nothing but, so here heat is a form of energy. In order to transfer the heat from one place to another, so we require some modes. So what are the modes to transfer the heat? Let us see. So here heat transfer is nothing but a transfer of heat energy from system to another due to difference in temperature is called heat transfer. And we are coming across different mode anta kariತಾರೆ, method to transfer or to transmission of heat are first one conduction, second one convection, third one radiation. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ first what is the meaning of conduction ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನೋಡೋಣ. So conduction means always conduction process takes place only in case of solid ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ತರ convection and radiation are the two different mode to transfer the heat. So first we shall see what is the meaning of conduction. Conduction ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? So that is nothing but transmission of heat from one part of the body to another due to difference in temperature. ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? Conduction ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Conduction process it always takes place only in case of solids. And then example ಕೊಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ? Ice can be preserved in sawdust which is bad conductor of heat. ಆ sawdust ಒಳಗೆ ಐಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯಾಕೆ ಇಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ sawdust is a bad conductor of heat ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಜಲ್ದಿ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ that is one of the example for conduction. And next one, house made of roof get very hot. The house which is made up of concrete house it get very hot during summer days because thermal conductivity of the concrete is not small enough. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತೆ ಅದು ಕಾಂಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಇಂದ ಮಾಡಿದ ಹೌಸ್ ಸಮ್ಮರ್ ಸೀಸನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಗ ಹಾಟ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ we shall see what is the meaning of convection. So convection is nothing but a transmission of heat with the actual motion of heat particles. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತವ really the heat particles are going to move. So it takes place only in case of fluids. Note, conduction takes place in solids and convection takes place in case of liquids. ಅದನ್ನ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನೀವು. And next example convection ಕೊಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ so ventilation. So we are coming across in day to day life, that is ventilation process is one of the example for convection. And next example, freezing component in the refrigerator is positioned at the top, that is due to convection process. So these two example we already using in day to day life. So these are the example for convection. Convection takes place only in case of liquid. ಅದೇ ತರ ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? that is one mode of transfer the heat from one place to another place. So transmission of heat without help of any intermediate medium. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಇರಲಾರ್ದ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಒನ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಅನದರ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, sunlight is reaching to the earth surface, so in between so there is no mediator, so heat coming from sun in the form of radiation. So that is one of the example for radiation. It does not require any medium to transfer the energy from one place to another place. So that is nothing but radiation. So in order to heat is a form of energy. In order to transfer the heat, three modes are there or three methods are there: conduction, convection and radiation. Conduction takes place only in case of solids, whereas convection takes place only in case of liquids. And radiation, it does not require any medium to transfer the heat from one place to another place. So for that we are going to call radiation. So next we shall see what is the meaning of law of thermal conductivity. And law of thermal conductivity, not to explain that one, so I considered a rod, so that is mentioned at theta 1, hot phase is maintained at theta 1 and cold phase is second phase, that is maintained at theta 2. So heat transfer from one phase to another phase. The distance between two phases is denoted by small d. Therefore according to law of thermal conductivity, that is represented by Q is directly proportional to 8 in the bracket theta 1 minus of theta 2 divided by d. So if you remove the directly proportionality symbol ತಗೊಂಡ್ವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲೇನ ಒಂದು proportionality constant ಅನ್ನು ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನ directly proportionality symbol ತೆಗೆದು equal ಹಾಕಿ k ಅಂತ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಉಳಿದೆಲ್ಲ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು as it is ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, theta 1 minus of theta 2 divided by d. ಇಲ್ಲಿ k ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು equation ಅಲ್ಲಿ? So in this equation where k is nothing but coefficient of thermal conductivity ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ SI unit used to measure this thermal conductivity is nothing but joules per meter per second per Kelvin. So ಅದು one formula SI unit ನೆನಪಿಟ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ so we can possible to write the dimensional formula m1 l1 3 minus 3 and per Kelvin. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ temperature is always measured in terms of Kelvin. And same thing ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ k ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? that is one of the coefficient of thermal conductivity ಅಂದ್ವಿ. ಆ thermal conductivity ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ known quantities ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ, unknown quantities another ಕಡೆ. Our k is equal to qd divided by at in the bracket theta 1 minus of theta 2. Suppose ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ d value is substituted as 1, A value is substituted as 1 unit and time is 1 second ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರ so theta 1 minus of theta 2 difference is 1 Kelvin, that is temperature measured in Kelvin ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರ ಅವನ value. So to substitute all these values as 1, D value as 1, A value and then T value all substituted value as unit ಆತಂದ್ರ so this K is equal to Q ಆಗುತ್ತಾ. So yavaga when we substituted those values, so then one thing we have to remember that is value of K is different for different substance. So perfect conductor ittu antandre adra value infinity agutta, perfect insulator ittu antandre adra value 0 irutta. For perfect conductor iddaga value yavaglu ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರದು thermal conductivity for perfect conductor ittandra that value is large. So perfect insulator ittandra so thermal conductivity value yavaglu small irutta. So this is all about thermal conductivity.